Most traders with small accounts are not looking for consistency. They are looking for relief. Relief from their job, relief from their bills, relief from their frustration, and scalping becomes their drug of choice. Because scalping promises something seductive. Fast money, fast results, fast escape. But the market does not reward desperation. It exploits it. Scalping with a small account is not trading. It is emotional gambling disguised as strategy. It looks technical on the surface, but psychologically it is chaos. Small account traders are attracted to scalping not because it fits their capital, but because it fits their impatience. They don't want to wait for setups. They don't want to wait for confirmation. They don't want to wait for growth. They want to feel progress now. And the market knows this. The market feeds on urgency. It feeds on people who cannot sit still. It feeds on people who mistake activity for productivity. Scalping gives you constant action, and action feels like control. But in trading, control is often an illusion. The more you trade, the more you feel involved. The more you feel important, the more you feel like you are doing something. But trading is not about doing more. It is about doing less, better. With a small account, every mistake is amplified. Every spread, every commission, every slippage, every emotional entry, they all hurt more. Scalping multiplies these costs, not just financially, psychologically. Because scalping does not give your mind time to breathe. It does not allow reflection. It does not allow detachment. It keeps you locked in reaction mode. And reaction mode is the enemy of discipline. Small account traders who scalp are not trading the market. They are trading their nervous system. Their heart rate decides entries. Their fear decides exits. Their ego decides position size. Their frustration decides revenge trades. And then they call it strategy. Scalping demands speed, but small accounts demand patience. These two are opposites. Speed forces emotional decisions. Small capital requires controlled decisions. When your capital is small, your margin for error is small. Your tolerance for noise is small. Your ability to recover from mistakes is small. Yet scalping exposes you to the maximum amount of noise. The smallest fluctuations, the tiniest movements, the most random price behavior. You are literally choosing the most chaotic environment for the weakest financial position. That is not bravery. That is psychological self-sabotage. Most small account traders are not trying to grow money. They are trying to feel powerful. They want to feel like professionals, like they are in the game, like they are beating the system. So they choose the style that looks the most intense, the fastest, the most complex, because complexity feels like intelligence. But in reality, complexity often hides insecurity. A trader confident in himself does not need constant stimulation. He does not need constant trades. He does not need to prove he is active. He waits, and waiting terrifies most small account traders, because waiting forces you to confront something uncomfortable, that trading is slow, that growth is slow, that discipline is boring, that real money is built quietly. Scalping distracts you from this truth. It keeps you entertained while your account slowly bleeds. Every small win gives you dopamine. Every loss gives you anger. And the cycle continues. You are not building a trading career. You are building a psychological addiction. And the market is very good at rewarding addiction, just enough to keep you trapped. A few wins here, a lucky streak there, just enough hope to keep you coming back, but not enough consistency to free you. Scalping with a small account also destroys your perception of risk, because when you are taking many trades, risk becomes abstract. You stop feeling it. You no longer respect each trade. You stop asking if it is necessary. You only ask if it is possible. And in trading, what is possible is often dangerous. You become numb to losses, not because you are strong, but because you are overstimulated. And overstimulation kills awareness. Small accounts need clarity. Scalping creates noise. Small accounts need structure. Scalping creates chaos. Small accounts need discipline. Scalping rewards impulse. You start believing that more trades equal more opportunities. But in reality, more trades equal more chances to fail. The market does not pay you for effort. It pays you for precision. And precision is almost impossible when your mind is racing. Your emotions are swinging, and your account is under pressure. Let's be honest about something most traders don't want to admit. Scalping feels good. It makes you feel sharp, fast, important, like you are in control. But feeling good is not the same as being profitable. A small account trader who scalps is constantly chasing a feeling, the feeling of being right, the feeling of being fast, the feeling of being ahead of the market. But trading is not about being ahead. It is about being aligned with probabilities, aligned with risk, aligned with patience. Scalping disconnects you from all three because probabilities need time to play out, risk needs space to breathe, and patience requires stillness. Scalping gives you none of that. It turns trading into a psychological war zone where every tick feels personal, and once trading becomes personal, you have already lost. You stop trading the market, you start defending your ego. And ego has no place in a small account because ego demands validation, and the market does not validate, it humbles. Most small accounts don't blow because of one big loss. They blow because of 1,000 tiny emotional decisions. And scalping is the fastest way to accumulate 1,000 emotional decisions. You start trading just to recover losses, then just to feel something, then just because you are bored. And boredom is one of the most dangerous emotions in trading, because boredom makes you trade when you shouldn't. It makes you enter without reason. It makes you ignore your rules. And a small account without rules is already dead. Scalping also trains your mind in the wrong direction. Instead of learning patience, you learn impatience. Instead of learning discipline, you learn reaction. Instead of learning planning, you learn improvisation. And improvisation is not a strategy. It is a gamble. Small accounts need structure to survive. Scalping teaches you to live without it. And then traders wonder why, when they increase capital, they still lose. Because habits scale. If you build impulsive habits with a small account, you will build destructive habits with a big account. Your account size does not change who you are. It reveals who you are. And scalping reveals a lot. It reveals your inability to wait, your need for stimulation, your discomfort with silence, your fear of missing out, your addiction to movement. But the market does not reward movement. It rewards restraint. The irony is that most small account traders believe scalping is safer because the stops are small. But what they forget is that frequency is also risk. One large controlled risk is often safer than dozens of tiny uncontrolled risks. Because risk is not just about how much you lose per trade. It is about how often you put yourself in danger. Scalping puts you in danger constantly. You are always exposed, always vulnerable, always one emotional mistake away from disaster. Small accounts cannot afford constant exposure. They need selective exposure. They need fewer trades, better trades, cleaner trades, not faster trades. Scalping also creates a false sense of skill. You start believing that because you can click fast, read quick movements, and execute frequently, you are becoming better. But speed is not mastery. Control is mastery. Anyone can click buy and sell. Few can wait when nothing is happening. Few can stay out of the market when emotions want to be inside it. That is real skill. And scalping does not teach that. It avoids it. Small account traders often say, I scalp because I don't have enough money to swing trade. That is not true. They scalp because they don't have enough patience to wait. Money is not the problem. Mindset is. A trader with a small account and strong patience has a future. A trader with a small account and weak discipline has an expiration date. And scalping accelerates that expiration. The market is not impressed by how often you trade. It is impressed by how long you survive. Survival is the real edge. And scalping is a direct attack on survival. When you trade less, you think more. When you think more, you make fewer mistakes. When you make fewer mistakes, your account grows naturally. But when you scalp, you trade more, think less, and mistake luck for skill. And luck is a terrible foundation for a career. Small account traders need clarity. Scalping creates confusion. They need calm. Scalping creates anxiety. They need consistency. Scalping creates emotional swings. And emotional swings destroy accounts faster than bad strategies ever could. The market is not against you, but it will use your weaknesses against you. And impatience is one of the most exploitable weaknesses. Scalping feeds that weakness. It does not fix it. The traders who succeed long-term are not the fastest. They are the most controlled. They do not need to trade every day. They do not need to trade every session. They do not need to prove anything. They respect their capital. They respect their psychology. They respect the market. Small account traders who avoid scalping are not missing opportunities. They are avoiding traps. They are choosing growth over excitement, structure over chaos, longevity over stimulation. And in trading, the ones who choose boredom often end up with freedom, because freedom in trading does not come from speed, it comes from control. So if you are trading a small account, understand this deeply. You do not need more trades. You need better decisions. You do not need faster execution. You need stronger discipline. You do not need excitement. You need consistency. Scalping offers the opposite of all three. And that is why traders with small accounts should avoid scalping. Not because scalping never works, but because psychologically it destroys the very foundation a small account needs to survive, grow, and eventually become big. And the market will always reward those who respect time, respect risk, and respect their own limitations. But it will punish those who try to escape reality through speed, through noise, and through illusion. Trading is not about being fast. It is about being right and being alive long enough for that to matter.